Covenant Kids, I'm so glad that you joined us today. To start things off, let's stand up and worship God together.
Oh Lord, you've examined my heart and you know everything about me. You go before me in all my adventures and guide every step of my feet. I will not fear, I will not be shaken. You hold everything. No, I will not fear, I will not be shaken. You hold everything. I can count on all of the promises my God promised me. He will never let go. He will never let go, and He will never forsake me. 'Cause He knows everything. He knows everything that I need for this day. He knows every thought and He knows me by my name. I can count on all of the promises. I can count on all of the promises my God promised me. Oh Lord, you've examined my heart and you know everything about me. You go before me in all my adventures and guide every step of my feet. I will not fear, I will not be shaken. You hold everything. No, I will not fear, I will not be shaken. You hold everything. I can count on all of the promises my God promised me. He will never let go, and He will never forsake me. He knows everything that I need for this day. He knows every thought and He knows me by my name. I can count on all of the promises my God promised me. 1, 2, 3. I am treasured, treasured, treasured by the one who loves me. I am treasured, treasured, treasured by the one who loves me. I am treasured, treasured, treasured by the one who loves me. I am treasured, treasured, treasured by the one who loves me. Hey. I can count on all of the promises. Hey, I can count on all of the promises my God promised me. He will never let go, and He will never forsake me. He knows everything that I need for this day. He knows every thought and He knows me by my name.
think is the most important commandment that God gives us? What if I told you that the whole Bible could be summed up in just one word? What word do you think that might be? It's love. The most important thing we are to do is to love God and love other people. Today, we're going to learn another parable that Jesus told to help us understand what he meant by this command to love.
The Israelites were God's special people. He wanted them to live their lives in a way that pointed people to God. So, he gave them a set of instructions called the Law. The Law said to love God with all your heart and to love your neighbor as much as you love yourself. When an expert in the law tested Jesus by asking, "Who is my neighbor?" Jesus told a parable to answer him. A parable is an imaginative story that helps people understand something that's true. Jesus told about a Jewish man who was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho. But his trip was a bit rocky.
All right, fellas, smash him!
Robbers attacked him. They were real rebels. They stripped off his clothes and beat him. Then they went away, leaving him almost dead.
Let's roll!
In Jesus' day, it could be very dangerous to travel. Being robbed of all your stuff was something that could happen. After a bit, a priest came down the path.
Oh dear, he looks hurt.
But instead of helping, the priest moved to the other side of the road.
I don't have time to help. I've got important work to do for God. I'm the cornerstone of my community.
Then a Levite came down the road. A Levite is another kind of priest. But instead of helping the man who was hurt, the Levite crossed to the other side of the road and kept walking too.
It's crystal clear I don't have time for this. I've got work to do at God's temple. I'm a pillar of my community.
The Levite and the priest thought they were following the law by doing their part to serve God, but they did a terrible job of loving their neighbor. Next, a Samaritan man came by. Samaritans were people who served God, but they were not friends with Jewish people. They argued and disagreed with each other about many things. Even though the man on the side of the road was Jewish, the Samaritan stopped and helped him. He was a real gem.
Not to quarry. I'll help you.
He used oil and wine as medicine for his wounds, and he put the man on his own donkey and took him to an inn to rest. The Samaritan even paid the innkeeper to take care of him. When Jesus finished telling the parable, he asked a question back. Which of the three do you think was a neighbor to the man who was attacked by robbers? The expert in the law replied, the one who helped him. Jesus told him, go and do as he did. God cares about everyone. Jesus wants his followers to understand that everyone around us is our neighbor. He even taught us to show love to our enemies. If we want to be like him, we need to show kindness and be willing to go out of our way to help others, even when they may be seen as enemies or people who aren't like us. That's called compassion. Jesus teaches us to show compassion.
Hey Covenant Kids, it's time for our Word of Wonder. This week's Word of Wonder comes from Luke 10:27. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Love him with your strength and with all your mind. And love your neighbor as you love yourself. Luke 10:27. All right, now I'm going to say it and you guys are going to repeat after me. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Love him with all your strength and with all your mind. And love your neighbor as you love yourself. Luke 10:27. Great job, guys.
Jesus said that we are to love God with all of our heart, our mind, and our strength. And he said that we're to love our neighbor. This is the greatest commandment. Love. What do you think it means to love? Who's your neighbor? Does Jesus mean the people who live right next door to you? What about the older man who lives all alone in a house on the corner? Is he your neighbor? How about the kid at school who's kind of a bully? Is he your neighbor too? He is, and though it may be hard, Jesus says that you have to love him. We know that God loves everyone and wants us to do the same thing. This doesn't mean saying that the things that they do are okay, but it means we show them that we care and demonstrate that God does too. As Jesus was describing this to the people, he decided to tell a parable to help them understand what he meant. There was a man traveling on a not-so-safe road. He was caught by some mean robbers who beat him up and stole everything that he had and left him to die. The poor man was lying there, and he heard someone approach. The first person to see him was a priest, someone who worked for the church. Do you think the priest should have stopped to help the man? Wouldn't that show his faith was real? Well, he didn't stop. He kept right on going. So another guy walked by. This was a Levite, someone also very important in the church. And guess what? He didn't stop either. He kept right on going. Well, a third man came along, and by this time, the poor man lying on the side of the road was probably ready to give up. The third man who came was a Samaritan. Now, Samaritans in Jesus' time were not well liked. They were considered sort of the bad guys who didn't follow the rules of the Jewish law and were not respected at all. This Samaritan was walking along, and the man on the roadside must have thought he was doomed. No way the Samaritan's going to help me. But the Samaritan man stopped. Not only did he stop, he helped the man too. He put bandages on all of his wounds, he put the man up on his donkey and took him to an inn, and then he gave the innkeeper money and told him to take care of the man, whatever he needed. Jesus told this story to emphasize to the people that love is not just about what we say, it's about what we do. The characters in Jesus' parable show different ways we might treat our neighbors. Sometimes we might choose to walk by someone in need instead of showing compassion. Sometimes we might choose to ignore their cry for help because we're too busy or we don't like them. Jesus showed us a different way. His way is all about love and mercy, no matter who is in need. Love God, love your neighbors. It seems pretty simple, doesn't it? Let's see if we can put that commandment into practice this week. Okay, kids, God knows you, God loves you, and God leads you. Now go change your world.